restore the page. Page is back there now, and now I should be able to.
So it's out of the recycling bin.
Uh-oh.
For whatever reason you need it back.
And it actually deleted that recycle bin on that error, so that we need to note that. So we.
Might be on the
Did
homepage.
you mention we have another internal beta to do?
All this supervisors.
So you want to talk about this, Sean? I'm not sure with this feature.
Okay, so we talked about the ability to delegate permissions, and by default, if Joe goes up to the header and goes to the control panel, you'll notice that there's still, if you go into the module drop-down list, it still only contains the list of modules.
Yeah.
Those admin modules should not be there. By default, the experience when you install DNN should be no different than it was in DNN 4. So basically, the list of modules that are there should only be those modules which you would expect to see in DNN 4. In order to delegate an admin module to a portal, you actually have to go into the host area, or you have to go to the host area first, delegate it to the portal, and then the portal can actually delegate it from there to individual users. Perhaps it might not be.
Oh, we need to go to extensions.
Yeah, it might not be that easy to. Clearly, there's a problem on that.
Well, we had a problem with the install.
Oh,
so
maybe it's because you are as a host user as well. Because you're the host user, you get to see everything.
So. So so I can go into banners and I can select the banners module. There, wait for that to come up. And now I should be able to assign that to, I'll see all of the portals here, and I can say what portals have access to that module.
So it's already assigned.
Yeah.
Because you're the host user, that's what's showing.
Right, okay.
The permissions, the host gets to see everything.
Okay, yep. So here's some of the other stuff. How many people have ever installed a module and you just needed to tweak like the version number or something like that, so you could repackage it, and you just wanted to bump the version number, but you go into module definitions, there's no way to edit some of those fields. Anybody ever run into that problem? Yes, a few people. So now all of those fields are editable, so I can go in and change this if I want to change it, and hit update, and so then if I went and created my package, it would create a 3.0 package for me, right? Everyone knows how to create a package, so if you're doing module development, you can install it sort of in dev, and then when you're all done, you come down here and say create package. So again, we're still, even though we've changed the definition of how you package and bundle modules and skins, the system is still going to know about the new formatting and deal with the new format for you, so it bundles it up. So that's just a little bit about how you delegate that extension. Yeah, I was going to show that at the package. So there are some other things that you're going to see in the new package, and we'll show this again when we actually install something. We're going to wrap this up here really quick. But we've extended and now allowed you to add a license that a user has to click through on a module install or a skin install or whatever. So you'll be able to say in your module, this is the license. Do you accept it or not? And if they say no, then it won't install your module. Okay? So for you commercial module developers out there, you now will have some click-through protection for your modules. They give you a little better legal protection in terms of the user actually having accepted the license before they install it. Also, modules will now have the ability, module skins, everything using the installation system will have the ability to include release notes. So here we've got no release notes for this version, but you can add your own release notes now, and you can say, these are the bugs that were fixed, and these are the major enhancements or whatever. And that's totally up to you as a text file. Again, during the install process, the user is going to be presented, hey, these are the things that the developer says are the release notes, whatever they are. Okay? So just, again, a better way for people who are bundling or building extensions to communicate to the users about some important information about that extension. Okay. So there, let's do a really quick install so you can see the experience, and then we're going to open it up for just a couple minutes of questions, and then we're going to get to the giveaways. So let's go ahead and do a quick install. We'll go to module definitions, and I'll just come down, and we're going to do an install module. And where did the other files go? The resource files. Yeah, so one of the items one of the items that changed a little bit here, we still have to clean this up, is that you used to be able to pick and see which modules were already on the machine. So that is not currently available, but we will make that open again. So I'm just going to go ahead and rename this to zip so I can install it. Lovely Vista. We'll go ahead and install a survey module. So, yeah, Sean, you can explain in short files.
Right. Okay, so based on some of the security issues that we've dealt with in the last 2 or 3 months, definitely there's been a few security incidents around the DotNetNuke platform. A couple of them have involved the ability for third parties to be able to upload file extensions, which are actually potentially dangerous to your system. Once a file is uploaded with an extension which is dynamic, then a potential hacker could actually browse directly to that URL and then use that active page to do some, basically anything they want, because they're basically running within the app domain at that point. So to protect users of the platform, we have included the whitelist filter checking in module installations themselves. So if you install a module, it's going to check the extensions on all of the files which are in that module package. And if any of them do not meet the whitelist filter, it's going to tell you that, sorry, there's a problem with this package. It contains potentially contains some files which could be a problem. And then it's up to the administrator to say, ignore file restrictions, and then you can proceed with the rest of the install if you want to. But it's just providing more guidance to you of what you're actually uploading. This could be alarming. This is a little bit like Vista, but it is definitely an important security feature for us to have in the platform itself. Yeah, it's only relevant to the host user, and the host user should know what they're putting on their system anyways, because they're being entrusted to manage that website.
So let's go ahead and install this really quick, and then we'll move on to the last section here. So when I click next, we're going to see a little bit of information about the package I'm installing. So I'm going to find out this is a survey module, owner, organization, and maybe email address, right? This is all new stuff in the packages. So now I can find out where this package supposedly originated from. And I personally like the email address and the URL, so you have a way now to get back to the developer, right? Yes, sir?
Got package sign?
We have not gotten the package signing yet, but it's certainly on the list of features that we'll be adding in the future version. Yes, sir? So we step through the wizard, and now we're going to get our release notes. This particular one doesn't have any. Next item, we're going to go through the license, and you have to actually accept the license, and then go ahead and click next. And for most of the install process, it's going to be very much, other than these few additional features, it's going to be very much like the old installer, and the rest of the things that are happening are actually happening in the background. So the automatic rollback on errors,